Halloween, you have your very own extelligence Halloween glasses.
Oh, beautiful.
Da, 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 da. It's called internet, Kenny.
Sign
me up.
How did you call me the head of security?
I did, yeah. Head of security.
Guys, good evening, welcome. Get the series first, Kenny. Series 3, episode 6. One day we will get, or indeed I will get this right.
Episode 67.
Yeah, we've done this a lot, right?
Well, I was just saying to Kelly before the show, I remember when we did the pilot, because we couldn't walk, because we did 65,000 frozen margaritas.
A bit of a pre-brief, more bonza.
That's two years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Episode 6, nonetheless, season 3.
Boom.
Welcome back, guys. This evening's guest, hilarious, you're going to like her. But first, of course, Danny, the business of the podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. So, thank you, Kenneth. Good to see you again, sir.
Pleasure.
Didn't see you last week because they brought somebody else in.
We had a tourist in, yeah.
Yeah, I was having a Turkish bath. No, I wasn't. Anyway,
yeah.
Welcome back to the show to those old, those new, those it's your first time. There's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe it. You know it makes sense. We're all about bringing this season, well, all seasons actually, is bringing info to you that matters.
Yes.
And one thing that's very interesting, we have our guest on today, a good friend of ours. He's going to bring some funny tips and bits, and also around a very serious conversation in a different sector. So anyway, if you like it, subscribe it, recommend it. We are not just looking for NIST 2, architects and those to be with, but NIST is coming on the 1st of November. And for those of you within not just the cyber world, but in the IT world, will know this is the most integral part of an organisation's security. It's coming. We have the info, we have training, we have people. Look into the details box to your right, if they remember to put the comments in, and reach out to us if you have any questions. So over to the content of the show, Mr. Kenneth.
Of course. Now, over the years, Danny and I have spent a number of man days, man months and man years on the customer side with many bars, restaurants and clubs. And over the course of that said time, there's this young lady had the mispleasure, when we say mispleasure, we mean the pleasure of meeting us and laughing with us. So we welcome Mrs. Helena. Good to see you.
Mrs. Helena Sochmanova.
Yeah, Sochmanova, of course.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I love to working with you, by the way. And I love doing datings with this guy.
Yeah, there's a story there.
As we do on every single show, we give a guest a very unique gift. And with it being October and the end of the month Halloween, you have your very own extelligence Halloween glasses.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Don't look at the budget side of things. It is listed.
Absolutely.
Can I put them on?
Of course you can.
Yeah, of course.
I
have to help you out.
Yeah, just tear it.
We're going to have to break that.
Yeah, I didn't bring my.
I don't want it.
My knife.
Okay.
Every time, maybe we don't have.
I've always got a knife in my bag, but every
something
time
along
I
the lines
take
of this. Yes.
Or something like this.
Yeah, just do that. There you go.
Exactly.
Helena.
Hello.
So, how you doing? It's been a couple of... No, it's last week I met you, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, met my
With
beautiful dog.
the beautiful doggy.
Beautiful dog Benji. Hashtag Bengi, but he's watching this when it comes out.
Subscribes to the podcast.
He's not allowed on my couch in my office otherwise. He has to watch it.
I
mean, I do have to hold a chicken drumstick in front of the TV, so he does it. Yeah, thanks for coming on this show. We've known each other for years, from opening TGI Fridays to the Hard Rock Cafe, which is one of the nicest, the one in Prague.
Yeah.
And now you're in insurance. What did you do wrong?
Oh my God.
What did you do wrong? Anyway, tell us about your
life story.
Your life story, yeah.
Okay, the serious...
It can be whatever you want.
Let's do 50-50.
We've got a beautiful audience who are quite understanding.
So the serious part's probably 15 seconds.
Okay, the serious part, I just had enough.
Yeah.
After 30 years in the...
30 members of the public, customer...
12 hours, got myself in shits, got my diabetes from it, from the stress and from overeating the TGI Fridays food.
We did have a staple diet of Coronas on a Sunday and those chicken fried things.
A reason why I'm mentioning it, because it doesn't exist on the market anymore.
No,
so
true, it's gone.
It's no longer the chicken market.
And why? Just no business, or...
And
what are people eating these days? Popeyes, I think, is the big thing now, isn't it?
I've
never had it.
But I think like many brands, it served its time, and then it was just time to go. Many people moved on.
I think it was the management side, which sad enough, I was in the management too, but I didn't see it's coming.
Everything that went on.
Basically, it's just the COVID and then the other things, and it lost the
COVID,
license.
It sounds like you lost the interest in it after so long.
I didn't actually. I was lucky enough that Ricardo take me out of it and gave me his cooking school, Ricardo and
Ondra.
And it was great time, and I learned how is it to have a little bit of free time, have summer off because we're closed for summer. Plus, working for the guys is a pleasure. It's like they're really, really big in this business, and it's a whole different story than
what you were used to before.
Yeah. You've got to enjoy it. I mean, it's hospitality. It doesn't mean that you're giving the hospitality. You want to enjoy it as well.
And it's a horrible industry to be in if you don't like it. And we've had Brother Max on. He told us the story of digging his restaurant out of COVID, not to labour the point. I can imagine nobody wants to go through that, and that would be life-changing, and you wanted to do something else.
I think it was the hardest part for the restaurants, and of course, for the artists and musicians.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I found myself gigless. Yeah, I found myself with Jim Beam most nights. And,
in the can, already
anything off the street.
The other fan of ours, Jack Daniels. Have you met him?
Many times. Yeah, well, he was. Believe it or not, Jack Daniels and Jim Beam are quite. They're a bit like that, you know. They're very woke these days. Jim and Jim.
And so you cruise through. So Brands, TGI Fridays. You're now in the Cook School, but there's some other famous places. I mean, you were at Hard Rock as well.
Hard Rock was the originally where I came back because I was traveling a lot.
Yeah.
And I worked for Hard Rock abroad.
Yeah.
And then they contacted me. It's like, hey, we need somebody Czech. We're opening the one in Prague. So I joined in the Hard Rock team here. I came back with it.
And you came from Ireland, if I remember.
Ireland.
And you Emerald Isle. Diddly-dee, potato.
Exactly. And you were in
Dublin is my second home.
And you were in the origins of the Guinness Storehouse.
Oh yeah.
If I remember.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched it on Netflix, The House of Guinness?
Not yet.
Brilliant.
Yeah, is it?
Brilliant.
Is it?
Yeah. Even the Irish are naughty back in the 1860s. Actually, it's actually set in...
I forget the date. Yeah. It's 18 something. It's two brothers.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very diddly-dee, potato.
Oh.
Ghost.
I'll be curious. You're going to get annihilated.
It's great.
I'll be curious how true to life it was, because I was in Guinness once upon a time as well. Many years ago.
There were many funny stories there.
I know. We'll get to the funny stories shortly. But then,
you've gone from your hospitality, which is, it is your personality. It's you. We've known you for a long time. And you've moved into the world of insurance. And we'll have a chat, I've got my claim here. Because she's going to kick my head in afterwards.
Exactly.
You've moved into insurance. So how have you transferred your skills from that to that? Yeah.
How did it happen? Very funny way, actually. I say the fun part of it. Okay, so I was like, Ricardo and Ondra decided to sell the place of Laboratorio, the cooking school. They told us big enough in advance, and I was like thinking, okay, it's time to go from the hospitality completely. Yeah. And I was like looking for some jobs, and I had a few interviews, and of course they were always in the bloody hospitality.
Yeah.
There was one in a big arena.
You get labelled with it, don't you?
Exactly.
I mean, if I didn't want to do integrations or
if I didn't want to do IT
anymore,
or project management, I don't know what I'd do.
No, I'd have to give newspapers for free on the metro.
We started the dating thing. We'll come back to that.
The dating thing is going back to the hospitality, which is from the other side.
That's an interesting story. We'll come back to that. But anyway, insurance and
So anyway, I one of the interviews I went to was I didn't know where I'm going to. Basically, I was applying to some dream job on the Insta.
Yeah.
And I went to the interview where I met an interesting lady who used to be in hospitality too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Did you know her? Of course you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't actually. I only realized on the interview. And she kind of persuaded me that I'm good and I will be good because I have the personality. She gave me actually psychological test. And she came out as you'll be great.
I would be shitting myself.
You'd be straight
Question
to
one.
Exactly.
Straight to Bohonita.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm not sure. And I have another interview. She told me, okay, you have 1 month to think about it.
Okay.
And I put it down in the calendar where is the latest day to let her know.
To decide. And I was thinking about it. And I was like, no, I'm taking this job. It's more secure, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden came out to February and it was my birthday and I had big birthday party.
This is like 3 years ago, so I was still younger.
Yeah.
Back when
and I was like, I had my celebration in Lohá Street, so you can imagine.
Yeah, 4 days long.
Yeah. So I left actually all my presents in one of the famous bars there, and I was like, so next day I was going to pick up and my prezzies. I was still going to I shouldn't say that, to my previous job, laboratory.
Yeah.
And I was completely dying, and I needed to get a coffee and sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the tram, and I was like, when I sit in the tram, I drink my coffee and my sandwich, and then I look at my mobile, and I had there, you should call Katerina today. It's the last day. So I was like going like to the tram, and I was like, the tram was full. And I was getting frustrated. I just need to eat my sandwich and my coffee in peace. And I've seen it way in the back in the tram. I've seen one person sitting like in the middle, and the seat was empty by the window. And I was like, no, that seat is mine. And I was like, how dare she? And I went all the way through the tram.
Get out!
And I was like, excuse me, can I sit here? And she walked up, and it was her.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
See, that's Osud. That's destiny.
Yeah, and that's when
destiny.
and she was like, oh, hello, Helena. And I was like, hello, Katerina. Actually, I have you in the calendar, so I'm saying yes. Because in my head.
Was it Khalid's calendar? Because I can never
because you couldn't find it. Now, did you say yes out of shock, or you were already thinking?
No, I said it out of shock.
Yeah.
You know that she now knows when this goes out.
I told her this.
Okay,
she knows the story.
Just checking before we have to cut.
She has a hard time with me anyway. I'm
she's going to go
head case in the office.
Interesting.
So that's how I decided, basically. And I said, like, okay, give it a try then. And
you're good at it.
I think I like it.
And you've got the personality.
You do, very much so.
So to transfer your skills from hospitality to where you're talking to people is a natural move, I suppose.
See, MetLife has this approach. Like, first of all,
What's MetLife, by the way? Tell us about MetLife.
MetLife
one guard, one life, guard 6.
Exactly. You know everything.
He's read up the shit.
It's called internet, Kenny.
All right, Captain, prepared.
So give us the audience. What do you do?
So MetLife is a life insurance company. It was one of the first one who actually started to do the insurance for people on American market. They were the first one. They were actually. It's a funny story. They insured the people on the Titanic. Would you believe that?
Good, yeah.
And who did they pay?
I was going to say they didn't pay out very much.
Well, it was a good deal, obviously.
Very.
No, we should get controversial. You're going to get in trouble. No, of course. So we don't. We can.
He swear you do what you want.
Do what you like. We can snip that if need be. But
we want Donald Trump on here next, and he swears.
Yeah, exactly.
She says Donald Trump wouldn't let me to States. I meant to go next year to Orlando on a big meeting.
No, you're not allowed.
They don't let
so
me
this has been around for a while. Obviously,
it's
massive.
It's massive, and plus, it's again. I know, guys, you're from England, but like. I love American company. I grew up on American company, apart from the Guinness Storehouse, which is Diageo, by the way.
Yeah.
So I like the international companies, and you know how it is here. Like if you go to the Czech
company after the matter.
I'm not saying the concurrence company name now.
Yeah, no, of course not.
But if you go to the Czech companies, any type, they just let you swim in it and they don't teach you anything. Which American companies always guide you. Then it's true. Of course, I had to do the exams with Chernobyl to get my license, which was quite difficult in my age, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Well, I mean,
KFC have got problems. You haven't.
No.
I mean, learning.
And you would get KFC in there somewhere.
Learning does get harder as you get older, because my attention span is that of a fart.
And imagine.
Because I don't need to do this, because. Back years and years and years ago, I would have to learn to do my job. Now we just know what you know, and you can get away with it, and it's enough to get paid. And I don't have aspirations much beyond a quality 40-hour week. I mean, Danny and our stories are well documented, and we just now crave a decent, pay, decent effort and an appropriate pay, and fuck all else. And so I can understand if changing careers and learning becomes hard at early stage.
No, I have to say that Ricardo and Ondra and Andrew were very supportive, and they gave me time of my colleagues as well. They were very patient with me when I was coming tired to the evening cooking school and was there like...
Because you got this regular office job.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to do it. So you've almost turned your hospitality experience into a hobby. Is that because a little bit?
Kind of. Like the laboratory was kind of hobby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with the hobby paying you, but it's mostly hobby.
Yeah, but great experience. I have to say, like.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to enjoy what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you do,
supposed to. Doesn't always. I mean, I think
no, supposed to.
I don't think anyone all the time skips into work and says, "Yay, I'm here."
Well, yeah.
Unless it's your own company.
You get some pain in the ass and VIPs, but whatever. Like, but the laboratory was great, and Ricardo is fun to work with, and it's
Would
great.
you go back to it?
Full time.
Not full time, but I'm still it's going to be reopened, guys. By the way, now in Prague.
But you can combine meeting people with MetLife and then say, you know what you can do with your team of
how many
go and do this.
Yeah,
so you can combine whatever you want.
That's exactly what I was doing in laboratorium.
Yeah,
and plus, and that's. Like, by the way, me and Kenny are doing the datings.
And there's an episode on Thursday dating. We'll put that up if the producer.
But the funniest part was like last Thursday. I was outside because it's quite a season of the flu, and we had lots of people not showing up, so we didn't have enough ladies. So I took 4 guys outside for smoke to talk to them, and Kenny was looking for me and came out when all the guys were just showing me and telling me about their insurances outside. He's like, "Oh fuck, you're selling again."
That's the way. Well, that's the way to do it.
I mean, it sounds like I was giving her shit. I really wasn't, but it happened to be part of the conversation. And
single. Bored, looking for love, needs more money, insurance, I'm your girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, and of course. And I'm conscious that sounded bad. It really didn't. It wasn't giving her shit. And then she had a little meeting going on, and everyone's kind of, that's a really good idea. Because only when I had the conversation with you did it become a good idea. Because there becomes a point in life where you need to get a little bit more sensible, because who the fuck knows where the future's going and all that kind of stuff. And in our line of work, freelance and all the rest of it, we kind of have to... It's like we always say, it's feast and famine, right? So you're either cruising and everything's good, or you're down the shitter and it's not.
Good Foo Fighters song, feast and famine.
Yeah, and we should just and
I mean, tell us something about your core offerings. I know that. So Kenny recommended to me probably about 4 months ago. I've got this great girl. Now this is the spooky part. I've got this great girl. Talk to Helena. My wife saying, "Love you." Have a chat with her. So we're conversing on chat on WhatsApp. I'm putting it off.
Kind of having a relationship on WhatsApp.
Yeah, pretty much. When who you're talking to, I'm like, Helena, I'm like, that's lucky they got the same name. and I'm not putting it off because I don't want to do it. I'm putting it off because I just don't have time. And she knows Kenny very well, and Kenny does the same job as me for a different company. Yeah. Totally stacked. Anyway, we meet up, we have lunch, and I'm like, I fucking know you. Like, I know you from TGI's, and I know you from Hard Rock. I know you from Maxi Steakhouse. Yeah. And honestly, because I was so blown away with work, didn't twig. And anyway, I really needed to have life insurance because if I get run over by Khalid's cricket truck later, my wife's going to need to actually put me in a box and send me sailing across the River Tyne. Yeah, that was one of the core ones for me. But then you went into we all pay VZP. I pay a lot of VZP as an external, but I go and I've got a shoulder injury. Kenny knows how. Yeah. And VZP, they won't give me physio, and they won't give me these plasma injections because of it. So that was, and then you told me about what you offer, and the audience is here for it. Me as an expat, even though I've been here 29 years, I paid tax for 29 years, I still can't get the product I want until that popped up.
The care you want.
Yeah, and this suited me really well, the product. Yeah.
I'm very happy to hear that.
I haven't signed anything yet. But... so if I do die underneath Kelly's cricket truck later, I'm doomed.
It's a done deal.
So what do the people you speak to, be it expats, be it Czechs, what are they most interested?
Well, it depends. It's the thing is about life insurance is that lots of people have it. Probably most of the Czech people, apart from the ones they cannot afford it, because basically here the market is, everybody is aware of it and they well educated in it. For you foreigners it's different. Yeah. Right. But the only amount of people who don't have insurance here are the young irresponsible ones, or
Did you see what happened? Change days.
Or really
once upon a time.
Or really the people who cannot afford it, because there is lots of people.
No, I understand.
Okay.
Sure.
So basically, everybody in this country, there are 80% of the people have the insurance, but the minute they sign, they don't remember what's in it.
Right, okay.
What they're covered for.
What they covered for. Absolutely, they have no idea. And it's different point of selling here. Of course, the broker is selling it different ways. They're trying to get you disability only, and then they trying to force you to invest money instead of
like an
covering
upsell.
yourself.
So it's more about insurance, but it's a step right.
It's more like that. Then you have people, they trying to talk to people. They see they don't have that much money, so they give them the it's called now my English
handout.
I'll give it a check.
Klesaitsi.
Classic.
It means that basically every year the coverage is less and less.
That means to go down.
Yeah. So which doesn't cover you that much again, and people don't even know about it.
No, I know, because they get so used to paying it, they forget.
But that's it, you're paying it. So do you find that you're re-educating people?
Basically.
Or reminding them even.
Or you've got in
I would say educating them about that, telling them what's in their insurance, what they covered for, how is it working, how it should work, and why that's. And plus, everybody in this country is, like I was saying that earlier to Khalid, is looking into their car insurance, and every year changing it, getting better deals.
Are they?
But in the life insurance, nobody does.
Nobody
they
does
just
it.
once have it, and they don't realize that it's changing so much. You have the serious illnesses, which are now 42 of them basically covered, and if you have 10 years old insurance, you have only 30 different covered. You
have, they find out new shit every year.
You have, exactly. They putting basically. There is lots of insurance companies. They doing the life insurance, and they trying to improve the product to be better than the others.
Yeah.
So basically, what you have signed 10 years ago. Now these days, you could get it actually cheaper, better coverage, and you should every 2 years you should look at in your life insurance.
People do it with the phones every year.
Exactly.
They do it with phones. They do.
I go into Vodafone and say, "Excuse me, I'm paying 10 times more than O2," and they're like, "We know."
Can
you change it?
No, because the deals go to the new customers. Always infuriates me in the UK and Czech Republic. But and you're right. When the car insurance comes in, you shut your pants. You go, "Give me a break, why?" And it's the same coverage plus 20%, and then you kind of, and there's not much tweaking your changes you can make, because either you change your car or you don't, and then you stomach it. When you took me through the process of, okay, you're covered for A, B, and C, and that's great, but you know that will only increase at the inflation rate every year. But actually, you're freelance. You go from working to not working overnight. If something happens, be that accidental or God forbid health or all that kind of stuff, and we're all of a certain age, Daniel, you know.
Yeah.
When shit starts to fall off and blow up. I'm not tempting fate. And so there's a bit of comfort comes from having some additional insurance in place. So you've got the kind of classic, which is an ever reducing thing, but you are at a certain point in your life better to adopt something. And the way I look at it is, if I stay in on a Saturday, it's paid.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't look at it this way. Look at it different way. Okay, everybody.
Or buggy bingo.
everybody. We all are having some injuries. All.
Yeah.
And basically, if you have a good insurance and if you covered for the injuries, you get paid for even bruise. If you have it.
I could backtrack.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
For sure, yeah.
But. What I'm saying to people, you're paying for the insurance, you should go to the doctor if you cut yourself and bruise, take this and claim it, because it's the way you're paying for the insurance and you get it this and take it, you covered, you paying for bigger issues like the serious illness, disability. With this money you get for the small claims.
So the thing is, so people sign insurance claims 2 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, but the people who sold it to them didn't say, you can go do this. So you're guiding people on what their rights.
Basically, when I'm reviewing the old insurance, you will be. No. It's more joking. Like I'm shocked because everybody is insured for disability, but disability is not an issue anymore so much because people are afraid and they sign the insurance because they're afraid they get hit by the car and they end up in the wheelchair. What they don't understand that most of the disability now these days, it's coming from serious illness.
So it's not an accident. It's arguably in the post because of age or life age and stage. So you know,
like disability, you go, like I said, the worst scenarios, the cancer, and then you're not able, to work normally, or you get hit by bitten by the. No, I'm not getting into it.
Satanic frog.
Bitten by a snake in Virardi. Yeah, no.
Probably more realistic than a satanic frog.
No, but
Bless. Stay away from Prague Carling. Satanic frogs are biting muppets with snakes.
Yeah, and I told you it'd be funny. Yeah. So
anyway,
which question aren't we on now?
None of us.
No. So but the point is clear.
The point is clear. Like basically, I see like all the insurance where people don't even have the small injuries in there, and they coming to me. It's like, yeah, I have this insurance. Can you have a look for me, and can you tell me how to claim?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, you don't even have the injuries.
So
how can you claim?
But
this is the small claim. I'll tell you example like. Last month, I have like one family which is insured with me. Whole family. The girl is like playing basketball with her friends. 1 month they had the insurance, and they had very limited budget. Okay, and they had with the concurrence before the insurance. Okay, and the girl got just a little bit. She got.
Like a graze,
scratch.
Scratch.
She hit the ball and basically not broken. It's not
like a fracture.
Yeah.
No, sprain.
Yeah, and the family got within 3 days. Within 3 days, she got 21,000. So it's already like they paid like for the.
Sign me up.
No, but I'm saying it.
I mean, of course, we are not saying the sentiment and the point is clear.
But if you have it correctly done. You basically get correct amount of money to be able to stay home for a month or two,
and be better faster,
or take it as my insurance is paid for 1 or 2 years.
Yes.
And so how does MetLife stand apart from the competition?
Yeah.
Is it because of their flexibility with your insurance? Is that the difference?
No, I would say yes as well. But basically, they very pro clientele. So if you want to claim, either though that we are trained as ambassadors, so we are claiming for our clients, we are claiming and doing all the services. But with the
it's like a concierge almost, like a
a concierge.
Getting my legs falling off. Helena.
Yeah.
Or how did you call me? The head of security.
He did, yeah. Head of security. He did.
I call me head of security on our datings.
No, I'll tell that story in a second. But people love that, by the way.
So
I'm going to get murdered.
They've changed the keypad as well. You can't get out.
So basically, but even the pro client side is getting improved like every 6 months, and it's so easy to claim. So even if you are English speaking and don't know anything about it, it's so easy. I've been to many like franchisee conferences and like business breakfast and everything, and everywhere I say actually MetLife, it's the best one because you get the claim very fast.
Yeah.
And it's so pro clientele. The
experience is good.
And it's very easy to claim, which with other insurance is like.
Because
we were talking to Kelly today. He doesn't know how to claim. I wouldn't.
So do you have online tools that you can do this with? It doesn't. You don't need to go through the broker.
No.
Because when something
brokers will never claim for you. By the way.
Yeah. It's good to have that kind of concierge because at the moment when you need to claim, shit's gone wrong. Or you're hurt, or you need to, right?
Speaking of that, is like, it's very easy and very, very pro clientele MetLife compared to others. At the same time, the concierge you need because nobody. If I did your insurance today and I give it to your hand, and you walk out of this door and you fell on the stairs and break your leg. I guarantee you wouldn't remember what you have in your insurance.
No, I've got no.
That's why you write it down for me.
You have it written down, but
Right.
nobody remembers. And
It's true, yeah.
usually when you have the good insurance done, you don't have only claim for the injury, but you get a claim for the
You got a per diem or
per diem.
or something
You
like
get for a surgical
procedure,
procedure,
something.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
even.
I mean, I
within
remember the table and I know exactly where it is. Assuming I'm not dead, then I would know.
But if you go to the claim side, you probably will forget, okay, I can claim for this as well from my insurance because I don't know that putting my hand in the
toaster.
Cast. But you said it.
is covered in my insurance under this.
Yeah,
okay, so that's why you need.
So that's how MetLife's driving innovation. If you put your hand in the toaster and you need a cast, call security.
Yeah, but you know there are some stupid people around that you just know that. I mean,
But you wouldn't know. I mean, you don't know.
You wouldn't. Yeah, that's why it's better.
I don't know what I know what VZP does. Sod all.
But you would go to the site and it's very easy for you to claim. Oh yeah, for sure this is injury. I have my doctor's slip. I will download it there. I will say how it happened. But you will claim only for this. But you can claim for another 3-4 things, which you don't even realize.
No, you should point out that you have to choose to be insured for these things. There's a little bit of a tick box. You know, I want. Okay.
But like based on the client, because we usually do like 2-3 meetings before we.
I get it.
Before even we sign the deal, we're talking to people. We're finding out their financial background. We're finding out their family background. What's important for them? What's their hobbies? Basically, your clients become their friends.
Yeah. Do you think that's the biggest gap? Is people just don't know what they need?
Yeah.
Or what they have?
Or they don't. Or they don't know what. So you and I have.
I didn't know. I just know I wanted life insurance, but I signed up.
We've
but
got mandatory.
You were more interested in being covered if you die, but somebody else is more interested. The kids, the parents are more interested in the insurance.
So I mean, Khaled needs about 27 million crowns of policies. He's got that many fucking kids, right? One for you, two for you, none for you. Bored. No, sorry, skint.
By the way, Khaled sent me all his insurances he had. 17 pages. I was like, there.
Excuse me, and how many fucking where?
No, but he sent me all his insurances. Very organized compared to two of you guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's all right.
So how does MetLife? I mean, in the public eye, I'll be honest. I didn't know until I finally, after 3 months, I came to meet you. But clearly, they're a huge American player.
Mm-hmm. One of the biggest.
Yeah.
One of the biggest. But like, I wouldn't go into the numbers, and I'm not allowed to say.
No, you don't need. You don't need.
I'm sure
but it's for me, and being in insurance more than 2 years, you always get, because in every department or in every there are not enough people to work for, so you get always offers. And I always get offers through LinkedIn. And they're trying to get
because you're a licensed voice.
I like the fact you said LinkedIn, because like someone when it's not their native song say LinkedIn. I'm like, no, it's LinkedIn.
Yeah, no, it's
LinkedIn.
I didn't say LinkedIn.
No, you said it perfect.
No, you did, because you've been hanging out with us.
No, people.
LinkedIn, dilly dee.
No. The checks are best with
LinkedIn.
Event.
It's a long
event or comfortable. Comfortable.
It's a comfortable event. I am my insurance.
When you say it right, nobody understands you. That's the funny part.
I think Danny and I and probably Khaled, we've got an ear for that kind of check English type thing, But and you and I have been stuck with mandatory insurance or health insurance for years, and you get it because you need it. You don't get it because you want it. And even to this day, I'm actually going to move from VZP to OZP on good recommendation. State insurance here, health insurance here in the Czech Republic is part of residency, but I like the idea that if I happen to throw myself through the window,
luckily in here,
assuming I can still dial a number, I'm going to be ringing.
You'll be surprised. I have.
No, I would not.
Listen. I just came recently in one client of mine basically was drunk in the mountains with his family, and he got a little too
excited.
Too excited, and he just scratched himself on the bank, and he got 11,000 out of it just to go to the doctor. He was like taking kind of a piss. if he does get something because he's old enough and he makes enough money.
With the claim.
No, with the claim. He was just like,
it.
let's try it. And he didn't expect anything out of it. And I was shocked too. Because
I mean, as long as you're honest,
for
right?
scratch because he sit on the broken bank.
As long as you're honest, I mean, I'm sure MetLife runs.
And it happened in Slovakia, not even in Czech Republic, so.
Cross-border injuries, taking the piss.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so MetLife, is it, it's accessible by anybody, whatever nationality you are, whatever country you're in.
But you have to be a resident here.
Yeah, okay.
You have to be resident.
You have to fix
They recently make stricter rules to the non-EU countries and mainly to Ukraine people.
Right.
Which very.
Babish is here now.
Babish is here now.
I've read about what
it's going to change. Yeah.
But anyway, they make it more strict towards these countries because some of them having problems with papers, some of them. So they have to prove if you from non-EU country, you have to give part from the paperwork. You have to sign extra. You have to give your
inside leg measurement.
No. Daňový přiznání or
tax ID
or employment, like contract from your employer. So they know you prove them that you live here for a long time.
So even if evidence to prove if you don't have
proof. It's not about them to checking your money, but it's more like about like they know.
But you can pay it.
Move from the hospitality industry into insurance, which is a necessity, but you've obviously, and you know where I'm going with this, you're a little bit going back to the hospitality industry because for Thursday dating at #Thursday.pro, we've ended up working together and then of course selling insurance to some of our Thursday guests. I'm joking. By the way, Ali, if you're watching, we are really joking. It was a conversation, not a sell, and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of to something. It's a full circle because we do exploit. A lot of your contacts.
Sex.
Yeah. That comes later. Not between. No promises, darling. But we have. That was going to have to explain. You'll see it in some of the social media posts. But we've ended up as Thursday hosts going back to exploiting some of your contacts, and it's been a great to be back in some of the places you and I used to kick the shit out of. Yeah.
Recently,
we were in Hard Rock. The two managers like, I know you're like,
but I can picture her now, and I love it because you're meeting people, and you can kill two birds with one stone. It's like, she doesn't really like you. Yeah, you can buy me a drink. When are you gonna die?
Or the best is, where is my office actually?
The graveyard.
I have a guess.
Oh, it's
It's in Prague, opposite the cemetery.
I was going to say,
you wouldn't believe that.
But
it's in Prima offices. It's beautiful building. Yeah. But saying to
right
people, come to meet me in the office, opposite the cemetery.
Well, tell you what, you could.
I'd rather go and meet them in the city.
You can stand outside the front door now and go, come in.
The Grim Reaper.
Well, the right place to be, basically.
We're just checking on. Life is a habit of going full circle, and I think at our age and stage we all look for a little bit of tranquility and stability, but you've still got to exploit, wrong choice of words, to some degree make use of your existing network in hospitality, and if you end up back in the cook school, maybe we'll do a Thursday thing, but if we're
only external, strictly external.
No, I understand.
Because that's due to because I love Ricardo, I love this experience, I love Ondra, and I love my friend, my colleague Martin, he's now a Thursday photographer. Exactly.
I talk about making use of your results.
And he's a private chef, so we doing some events together, some caterings together. So I'm still in kind of the field, and I'm still helping some of the guys finding the people when they need or moving when somebody asks me for a job. I forward them
I just think of the other Helena, who's our hostess now and again, the little blondie.
She says hello to you.
Hi. Date. She's all grown up now. She's not 12 anymore. I'm going to jail, not really. And then we've got Dan, who's the GM at Moon Club. He used to be on your team.
He's great now.
And then Tomáš, who's now at
Tomáš Batelka.
Batelka, he's at
what's the name? New York something.
New York,
now.
New Tretters.
It used to be Tretters. It used to be Tretters.
So all the guys we used to hang out and drink with, they've all grown up, Danny.
Everyone's grown up.
And we've got really
Batelka is married now. Yeah.
Damn. I mean, he's a dude. That's okay. Helen, on the other hand, hi. Right, we're going to wrap this up before I go.
So on the final note, what do you think is the most important, whatever industry that you find yourself in, for building long-term trust with clients.
Yeah. Was it insurance or was it hospitality?
No, but basically
No,
people buy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go to the restaurant and you don't like the food. You still go back if you like your server or the manager or whatever. And it's the same with the insurance. Okay. The people, you look after them, they become your friends,
People
your
still buy
family.
from
You
people.
look after the whole family later on.
True.
They become your life friends. So it's the
so
same
what-
with the restaurant.
So that's an amazing answer,
Clients.
and that's the best. And I'll be right. So I prepared the questions last week, and that is
And he sent me them.
That's
And
the,
I have
it's the only
5
question.
pages here.
That's the only question, and it was the last one. So we did all of that without any questions, but the very last one is there. And that's how we do it on this show. We
Now,
go
talking
with the
of
flow.
last ones, we're about to get kicked out of here, so we're going to have to wrap this up. Helena, my darling, it's so good to see you. And
Thank you very much for
Thank you so
inviting
much.
me,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
so much.
We'll wrap up episode 6, season 3. One day I'll get that the right way around.
And
But
we'll put all the details
absolutely.
in the box. So if you are looking for, whatever kind of insurance, Helena is your man, even though she's not. She's security and she's a lady. So.
absolutely. And if you're looking for a Thursday date, I'll also put that in the list as well, because why not?
There you go.
Oh yeah, we should do one about Thursday.
Yeah, I'll put some links in. We got this. No, we should do it together next time.
And it's good night from them.
And it's a good night from him. See you guys.
Thank you very much.